It is up, everyone. This is Captain Eon speaking, and I'm doing so in order to fulfill my vow. The other day, I, for the first time, was able to step into the Biltmore Hotel in Coral Gables. And from what I can understand, this structure is really part of the early history of South Florida. If I'm recalling correct, the structure was built in 1926. And this was when there was the big land boom here in South Florida. The region was still fairly wild, and they were just giving the land away. The architect of the hotel, and again, I may be getting some of these details wrong, but from what I can recall, had a grand plan in mind when he designed the hotel. He also designed Coral Gables, the neighborhood around the hotel. And the hotel still stands after different phases. It went from being this place of opulence, where the rich and the famous came to just rest and relax, to a hospital. And then it laid abandoned for a while, became a national treasure historically, and is back to its grandeur again as a hotel. And the reason why all this was relevant to me for this share was when God speaks in chapter 78 verse 69, and he talks about his sanctuary being built like the high heaven and founded forever. I referenced it to the Church of the Living God, his people, where he dwells within the hearts and minds of the saints. And based on this natural analogy of the hotel in the neighborhood, I ultimately realized that that is just a pale comparison to the inspiration for everything, where when he set his plan into motion, constructed and designed not only the church, but also the quote-unquote neighborhood all around to withstand the tests of time, to surpass time itself. And it made me realize that throughout eternity, there will be different periods or phases. The rest and relaxation phase, the storms, because the Biltmore actually experienced the great hurricane of, I believe it was the 1920s, which actually put an end to the great land boom. But it still stands today through storms, through periods of war, sickness, and even the dormant times. God has built his body as an eternal testament to his genius. Caption this. Forever God's house, such is the kingdom of heaven. Sir.